Virgo, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you have a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, or if you have any important planetary placements in the sign of Virgo in your birth chart. Remember, these readings are timeless, meaning that whenever you come across this reading, there could potentially be a message in here for you. They are also general messages, so please only take what resonates and what empowers you, and always remember that you are the captain of your life. I also offer personal readings. If you would like to dive deeper into your specific situation, you can email me at angelireadings@gmail.com and I will go ahead and send you all of the information regarding that. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and tap into these Virgo energies. I'm super excited to see what comes out for you guys. Okay, Virgo. So what I'm seeing here for you guys is you guys are trying to just find a balance in your life, trying to do the right thing, trying to put in the correct actions to get you closer to what it is that you want to be closer to. I feel like you are going through like a really hard time right now. So you might have experienced like a shakeup or like some type of disruption or destruction or crumbling of some kind, some kind of like very sudden shock. You could be feeling that you made a bad decision in the past, and so now you're afraid to make another decision because you could be not trusting of yourself. Maybe in the past you made a decision that kind of led you towards a dark path or led you towards a loss or something like this. And so now I feel like you are untrusting of like your own ability, because I feel like you're taking responsibility for whatever it is that happened, that like was this shakeup, was this destruction, this shock. I feel like you're taking responsibility for that. Like you're seeing like, oh, well, that happened because of this decision that I made. This decision that I made led to that. So I feel like now you're scared of making decisions or of making the wrong decisions, of trusting yourself. And it's keeping you like in a place of inaction, of feeling stuck, trapped. But Spirit wants you to know that this is all just in your mind. This isn't real. And just because something may appear to have been a bad decision in your past doesn't mean that you chose the wrong decision, that you chose the wrong way. We always have to own our decisions. You know, at the end of the day, you chose that decision at one point in time. That decision was what was best for you. It was what was best for you in that time. And we have to take ownership for the decisions that we make. And if it doesn't turn out so well, and you know, in retrospect, you're saying, well, that was definitely not the right decision. There's something that you can take from that. You can grow from that. You know, it's a lesson learned. You don't have to feel stuck there like, oh, I suck. I can't make decisions. I don't know what's right, what's wrong. I can't discern, you know, if this is good or not. Spirit wants you to start to like gain that self-trust again, and to change your mentality, change your mindset that you have surrounding you when it comes to decision making and when it comes to like cause and effect. Because I do feel like you're very aware of like cause and effect and like reaping what you sow. And now you're so careful, or you want to be so careful about making the right choice, making the right decision. It's giving you like this pressure, you know, like this pressure to make sure that you're acting right, that you're behaving right, that you're doing the right thing. And because you have so much pressure on yourself, or you're putting so much pressure on yourself to make the right decision, what that's doing is it's keeping you stuck and it's keeping you inactive, because you're afraid of making the wrong decision again, or not being able to use your discernment for like what's right and wrong and choosing the higher choice. But remember, we're always learning, we're always growing. Our mistakes are lessons that we learn. So trust yourself. You need to trust yourself and forgive yourself if you feel like in the past you made a bad decision and it led you towards a bad situation, towards a loss of some kind, towards some sort of shocking event. It was meant to happen. You have to understand that even our bad choices, even our bad decisions was meant to be. It was meant to happen. The obstacles are the way. Virgos, they have like this reputation for wanting to be perfect. So I feel like you do have this pressure to perform, to do the right thing, to use your discernment, to have that foresight, to know like what is the best decision here to make. You're being super hard on yourself because of that one bad decision that you feel that you made in the past, and it's keeping you stuck because you're not trusting yourself. Maybe you're looking towards other people to guide you because you feel like you're inadequate or you're incapable, and that is so far from the truth. We have to own our decisions, even if they're bad decisions. At the end of the day, it was a decision that was right for you. Even our bad choices that lead us towards bad situations happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I think you know that there needs to be a change in the way that you're doing things or the way that you're perceiving things. I think you're aware that you need to like do things differently, but you're just confused. I see so much confusion here. Maybe this has to do with like a relationship. Maybe you trusted somebody and you thought that this person was going to be your person, and then they betrayed you or something. And then, you know, now you're questioning like, what's wrong with me? Like, I thought that person was a good person. I thought this person was trustworthy. I thought this was the real deal. I thought there was balance here, respect here. I thought this was divine. I thought that I attracted and manifested this perfect situation for myself, and this is what happens. What did I do wrong? I must have done something wrong. There's something that I did wrong. Like, you're taking the responsibility, like all of the responsibility, and it's making you feel like sad or apathetic about life. Like, now you're just like, you don't know which way is up, which way is down, like, because this situation rocked you so hard. The situation was meant to teach you something, you know, and I think it was meant to teach you something about having patience, something about not taking things too fast, because maybe it was such a strong pull, such a strong feeling. It felt right, it felt exhilarating, and so you maybe were a little bit too impulsive moving forward with this, whatever this is. And now it's kind of like your opportunity now to learn, like, oh, now I know not to rush, not to be so impulsive, to be more patient, to feel things out, to allow the time for things to continue to unfold so that I can see more truth regarding the situation, so I can gain a bigger, broader perspective, so I'm not operating off of like this tiny little bit of information. So I think that's kind of like part of the lesson here that Spirit wants you to learn, is just to like take your time, take it easy, so that you can see something for what it is and its fullness, you know, like a bigger picture, more clarity. Because I feel like maybe you moved in on something that you just didn't have like the full information about. Like, there was still so many things that you hadn't considered, hadn't looked into, and so that's why it was so shocking for you, because you were like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. I was blindsided because maybe you rushed into it too soon. You didn't give it enough time for you to like see that, you know what I mean? So it's not that you made a wrong decision. It's not that you're incapable. It was just that there wasn't enough time for things to come out. Like, there wasn't enough time that passed for everything to like show itself, to come out, to be clear. There were hidden influences here that you weren't considering, that you weren't factoring in. And I feel like you're taking full responsibility for things that were outside of your control. At the end of the day, you know, you can't control how other people act, behave, what they do. That's on them. So don't try to take responsibility for someone else's actions or what someone else did, even if it did negatively impact you in some way. All you can do is see your part, your role, what happened, what were you missing, what is the learning lesson here, what can you learn from this experience, and walk away from it better and stronger, wiser. Don't keep yourself stuck. because now you think you're broken, you think something, you know, like your navigation system is broken, or you don't perceive things the way that they truly are, or you know, you can't make your own decisions, you don't have discernment. You're putting all of that on yourself, and that's not true. There needs to be a shift in perspective in how you're perceiving the situation, so that you can liberate yourself and so that you can move forward and get yourself out of this dark place. So remember, you are in your own process of learning, of growing, learning those lessons. Life is all about learning lessons so that we evolve. And this is just a lesson that you have to learn. And it could be a lesson around love, you know, surrounding a relationship, or if it's not love, just relationships, a relationship. I do feel like you're leaving this situation hurt and blindsided and confused and overtaken, like with negative emotion. So it might have left you like just apathetic towards life and like not trusting yourself, because the way that you were perceiving it was entirely different than the way that it turned out to be. And that made you feel like very disheartened, and you felt like, how could I have missed this? But continue on your path, continue on your journey. Let the situation continue to unfold. There's still so much here that you can learn, that you can take with you, that you can grow. Remember, the obstacles are the way. Obstacles usually just show us something that we have yet to understand and learn the truth of. So you're just, you know, in the process right now of gaining a bigger understanding, more knowledge, more wisdom in regards to a certain situation. So let the lesson serve as an opportunity for you to understand the truth and to learn how to bring things back into alignment. Obstacles, struggles, and challenges can be an incredibly loving thing if you shift perspectives and look at it from a different angle, because overcoming these challenges is what gives us the tools that prepares us for what's ahead. Remember, the universe has an intelligence and it knows exactly what it's doing. And the universe is also all loving. So everything that happens is always for the greater good. So you just need to learn to trust that in the moment, and learn to trust that in time, everything will come to the light. You will see everything for what it is. You will gain that wisdom. You will see the truth. There won't be any more confusion or self-doubt or feelings of betrayal or loss. So just learn to embrace the obstacles, okay? Because it's preparing you for the next phase of your life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card to see what message Spirit wants to leave you off with, what advice Spirit would like to leave you off with. So we have forgive and Mary Magdalene, sacred marriage. Spirit wants you to use this time to let go of blame and punishment and to heal the past. It says, when you've said or done something you regret, it can weigh heavily on your heart. It doesn't matter how long ago the mistake was made. You can go on punishing yourself for a lifetime. If someone hurt, betrayed, or disappointed you, it can be extremely challenging to let go of the harm they caused. The most potent and healing method that exists in our universe is forgiveness. It's time for you to forgive yourself, to forgive them, so that you both can be set free. Holding on to guilt or resentment eats away at the body and spirit. Bitterness is unprocessed anger and will only fester. This does not mean that you condone abusive or cruel acts, and it doesn't mean that you forget or deny the harm. It means acknowledging that in order to move forward in your life, to claim both your health and happiness, you must work on forgiving yourself and others. Just being willing is enough. Forgiving is not always easy. It needs careful and thorough attention, and it may not happen overnight. But remember, there's nothing on earth that cannot be healed through the miracle of forgiveness. And then for this Mary Magdalene card, sacred marriage, it says, you are your own twin flame. Spiritual wholeness leads to new experiences of intimacy and love. The Temple of Magdalene is a space for deep spiritual and sexual healing. Your soul has an ancient connection to this temple, and memories of the twin flame union are now being stirred. As you awaken the holiest feminine and masculine energies inside your heart, you'll be working deeply on yourself and awakening to your soul's light. This process can span many years. Your healing journey is about becoming whole. All your life, you've been preparing to create a relationship that reflects that inner wholeness. It's not a partnership. It's not a partnership based on image-driven ideals of perfection, nor is it based on patching up each other's wounds. It's a conscious relationship in which both people take responsibility for their own lives and soul growth. Before you can experience sacred marriage with another, you need to come home to your own inner twin flames. You need to choose sacred marriage inside yourself first. In perfect timing, you'll merge with a partner who reflects your own completeness. Trust that your heart knows what it's doing. Spirit wants you to clear the vibrational imprint of past lovers through energy work, or to work on your relationship and couples therapy, and or to incorporate sacred ritual into your love life, and to remember that you are whole and complete, all on your own. And when the time comes, you will create a sacred experience of intimacy with another. Okay, so I think that tied up perfectly with what we were talking about, with the energies that we picked up on with the tarot cards. And I can't get past this card. Like, how beautiful is she? Look at her hair. Mary Magdalene. I love this card. I mean, she's beautiful too. Let's give her a moment too. Okay. I didn't even try to say that word because I have no idea how to pronounce that. But yes, Virgo, that was your message. I truly hope that served you. I hope that you found the guidance and the clarity that you needed at this time. Remember, I do offer personal readings. If you would like to dive deeper into your specific situation, you can go ahead and email me at angelireadings@gmail.com, and I would be more than happy to work with you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.